I saw this stat from Wolves Lead. Actually, two of them. One's from Wolves or T Wolves Lead, and then one from All Things Minnesota. Mike Conley during our 0-3 streak, and this is via at T Wolves Lead. 63 minutes, 6 points, 2 for 15, 1 for 3 from 3. And then this tweet from at All Things Minnesota. Since the beginning of December, 26% from the field, 24% from 3. And here's the thing. When I watch Mike Conley, I actually think his strength right now is defense, because there's a couple times where he has some solid defensive possessions where he causes a turnover or just a tough shot. I think he's still, if there's anything left of him, it's a decent on-ball defender. I don't know how good he is off-ball, but I'll say this, and then I'll throw it to you. If the Wolves want to win a championship, there is no chance that Mike Conley can play 15 to 20 minutes a night on a championship team. No chance.
100% agree. Yeah. I think he is, a wily vet, calm the group, that type of thing, but he's a bench, stay on the bench type role. I was looking into him a little bit today. I was actually looking at last year's defense, because I was like, what happened last night? Like, how did we get crushed so bad by George? And Mike Conley last year in the playoffs was actually kind of a monster. He was probably by far our best defender on Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, and he was the one that we used the most or spent the most time on him. He was, I've got the numbers, and like you were saying, it kind of goes to what you're saying with his defense, how it's, been important. But like last year versus OKC, Mike Conley defended Shai Gilgeous-Alexander the most, him, Dante, and Jaden almost all the same. But between the three of them, he gave up 5 points total. Jaden gave up 24, and Dante gave up 14. And then if you're looking at points scored by the team when they're being defended, Conley gave up 60 points for the team when he was defending Shai. Jaden gave up 82, and Dante gave up 48. And the percentages, field goal percentages are the same. Mike Conley gave up only 12% shooting versus Shai. And that was, mind you, he's defended him more than anyone else on our team last playoff series. And then Jaden was 61% Shai shot versus him, and Dante was 33%. So like you showed those numbers offensively, and Mike is, I think he just doesn't have it anymore. Like, there gets to be a point where maybe even just getting open isn't even possible. But, in a pinch, he can play some defense. But, if we're going to make a run for the championship, what I've been saying for a couple of years now, and you've been on it too, we need to improve at our second guard position. Like, there needs to be something there that matters. And right now on our team, when Mike's out there, if Rudy's out there, and Jaden was shooting hot, but like there's those three guys the defenses don't really care about, and it's hard to have 5 guys on the court and 3 of them defenses don't care about. So, we might have to make a move.
Right. And the other thing is, it would be tough to have 2 veterans. And I know everyone loves Joe Ingles, right? And we were talking actually last week with Andrew Dukowitz about like how much they mean in the locker room, how much that actually he said that Joe Ingles gets on ants at film sessions, which is interesting. I'd love to be a fly on the wall for that conversation. But it would be tough to have 2 aging veterans not contribute to their team and eat up $13 million when you're trying to win a championship. Today's show is brought to you by 612tees.com. Cole at 612tees designs awesome shirts for yourself or the Wolves fan in your life, and Vikings and Twins and Wild stuff as well. Check them out at 612tees.com and use the promo code RUN25 at checkout, or just click on the link in the description to get 25% off your first purchase. That's at 612tees.com. Link in the description. Let's just look at some of the players that are close to Conley's age. Chris Paul, not on a team right now. Kyle Lowry, not getting any minutes. PJ Tucker, I don't even know if he's on a team. Maybe he is. I don't know. Jeff Green, bottom of the bench, just kind of sitting there. He's their Joe Ingles. I think Jeff Green's been in Houston for a while. Obviously, the outliers are Kevin Durant, who is one of the best scorers in NBA history, who, I mean, obviously Mike Conley's not that. And then, of course, LeBron, who is, LeBron.
Freak.
Yeah, a freak. Let me ask you this. Is this even possible? Could the Wolves go to Mike Conley? Kind of like, remember when we were talking about how Dante DiVincenzo was going to start over Mike Conley, and we were saying that it would just take Coach Finch going to Conley like, hey, this is for the best.
Yeah.
This is a move that needs to be made. Let me know if this is even possible. So, in this scenario, we get someone like a Sexton or a Trey Jones or Ayo Dosunmu, something like that.
Yeah.
Is it
a role
possible?
player?
Yes, but we have in writing with the Bulls or Charlotte, whoever, we're going to send you Mike Conley, and then you're going to waive him. You're going to waive him. Could he, at that point, re-sign with us for like a veteran minimum?
No.
He could. That can't happen. Okay.
Yeah, there's you can't go back to the same team. There's a rule in there for that. But because I know what you're saying. Like, and that's the thing about Mike Conley is, the Timberwolves, if you're looking for trades, it's a tough team to make trades with because we have a couple really, really high-priced guys in Gobert and Edwards. And then we've got some kind of middling price guys in Jaden and Nas that are at like right around 20 and 25 million a year.
Right.
And then it's kind of a big drop off. You've got Dante like at 13 or 12, and then you've got Mike at 10, and then nothing before that. So when you want to make a trade work, what people have to understand is it's not even so much about talent versus talent in trades. You have to make the cap money work. So like if I'm trading 30 million out, I need 30 million back, or 6 million out, I need 6 million back. So Mike Conley at 10 is that's a number that you can add Dillingham at 6 or something like that too, and get a decent player. Right. But I'm just not sure as an organization we're going to move Mike Conley. I feel like, and maybe we are, and like you said, maybe if we talk it through him with him, it'd be different. It's just, I believe he took a pay cut. I think he was supposed to make like 25 million, and he took a pay cut to stretch that into a couple more years at less money. Like you said, old vet, been here forever, was on the team, starters for the last 2 Western Conference Finals teams. I just don't know if as an organization you cut a vet like that loose. I think it's a bad look for the organization, even if it's best for the team. So it's going to be interesting to see what we do, because logically that $10 million is a really nice trade chip.
Yeah.
And it's a 1-year contract. So he's, it's cap saving. It's a coupon for the other team. I feel like we're not going to do it just because it's a bad look for future veterans that might want to come to our team.
Yes.
And from my vantage point, it looks like we've been going out of our way to really treat veterans well when they come through here. I just don't know if it would happen, but I mean, logic is there to move him.
If it did happen, what would need to happen is a lot of PR after it. You would need to be Conley coming out saying, hey, we reached an agreement. They realized that this is a move we need to make. And he might understand that. I mean, it's not like he's in his career played for the Lakers or the Boston Celtics, where their window for the most part is always open, right? Like the Lakers had some bad years in the 2010s. But with Kobe, their window was always open. With Boston, the window is always open. Maybe a few bad years here and there, but people are going to want to go. The Knicks, even though they haven't been great in their recent history, there's always a chance a star is going to want to go there. I almost feel like you could convince Conley and say, hey, we need to do this because our window is small. And we have a lot riding on this, and we have new owners, and we have a new arena coming, and we love what you've done for this team. You'll never be forgotten. You're part of 2 Western Conference Finals runs, something that this city has never seen, and you are absolutely part of it, good and bad. But this is a move we need to make, and we love you, but we just have to do it. We just
Yeah.
have to do it. And honestly, if we do trade Conley, I assume he gets waived because I don't think we're trading with like a OKC Thunder or Houston or some team that's going to compete this year. The Bulls are probably going to be in the play-in, let's be completely honest. But I just think that we might have to do it. And I know Tim Conley does not want to. I can guarantee that, like from talking to Andrew Dukowitz and Charlie Walton, it feels like you were saying, that they do value veterans. They do want to do right by them. I just think you might have to, as a last necessity. And the other thing is, if Conley gets traded and he does end up getting waived, I think he's done. I don't think he signs somewhere else.
Of course.
To me, Mike Conley is Kyle Lowry right now.
Yep.
They're on the same trajectory, in my opinion. Now, Kyle Lowry is probably more important to the Raptors than Mike Conley is to Memphis, although that can be debated. I don't know. But until this 0-3 run, I was okay. We can keep Conley. We'll be fine. We'll be all right. Now I'm thinking we got to do it. We got to do something. And it sucks that it has to be Conley. It sucks that it has to be Conley.
I definitely agree. We have to do something. Because I don't think this roster has the capability of winning a title as is. I mean, of course, we could do it the way the Bucks did, where everybody gets hurt that you play, and you get your way to a title. I'm not saying that can't happen. The NBA, anything can happen.
Right.
But we're not going to be like the best team. Like we have to get lucky, or Anthony Edwards has to go inferno mode. So if we want to have a window that's more than closed, I think we do need to improve our overall talent and just the way that our team is put together. And I don't think trading Conley is even an issue with making it right with Conley. I don't think that matters really much at all. I think what matters is, so let's say we make this trade and we bring in Kobe White, or we bring in Malik Monk or something like that, and he's on a couple years. Now we've got a good squad. I mean, the money's high, you can't really do anything. The thing about being good to veterans is, when you're a team that's in the top, you want to get a veteran on a veteran minimum. And there's guys like, I don't know who, like decent role players that are like former starters or almost still starters, that will sign those veteran minimum contracts for big teams if those teams are known to like treat them well. You know what I mean? So I don't think it's Conley. I think it's the future 2 or 3 years where we pick up a guy like, I can't even think of a name off the top of my head, but
like a Drummond or something,
or even better than that, like a guy that's like, contributing okay. But yeah, you get him for nothing, where he could have went to any team at that price. He chose us. That's the thing. Like, that's why you give Patrick Beverley a 2-year contract when you're trading him, because now he's paid for 2 more years. Like, that's a good look for us. Stuff like that. So yeah, I mean, we're in a tough spot, and I'm excited to see what Tim Conley does, because I don't think that it's news to him that we need some more talent on this roster to make a run.
Well, I get what you're saying, but at the same token of that, I think the allure of a guy like Anthony Edwards is enough for these guys, these mid-level, like you said.
It hasn't been
free agents to sign. I think going forward it will be.
I hope so.
It's starting a rise of that. Also, if Conley gets traded and then gets bought out, he's going to get most of that money anyway. He'll
get it all.
Conley's not getting a new contract. He would just be ripping the stability away from him just for life. Like, I mean, honestly, not really, because he could just retire, and if he wants to live in Minnesota, that's great. He can play in the 3M Pro-Am anytime he wants, every single year. He can be everyone's favorite guy there.
Yeah, I don't think it's a Conley thing.
Right.
A Mike Conley thing. My opinion on trading him or not, and the bad luck for the team, has nothing to do with, I don't care how Mike Conley feels about it.
Right.
I think he understands the thing, but I think just going forward, it's possible it'll look bad. But I don't know. I mean, I could be completely overreacting to that, and it's no big deal. But yeah, Conley's a great trade chip, and I'd love to move him, to be honest with you.